Have you ever heard somebody come to you and say how the rich own nothing, but yet they control everything? And that kind of brought a little bit of confusion to you, because how does somebody own nothing, but is able to control everything? Well, I'm here to tell you that the rich know inside this world to take everything out of their personal name and put it inside a business name. In other words, what I like to call it is turning your SSN into a EIN number and completely going invisible inside of public records. But how do we actually do this? Well, it seems like everybody has these questions, but I'm going to be the one that tells you straight up exactly how we get it done in the most simplest way. This is how you turn your SSN into an EIN number. All right, imagine you were actually walking outside of a gas station and you just randomly saw Donald Trump. He decides to be able to just slap you for no reason, just slap the shit out of you. The average person is gonna automatically, money is gonna pop up in their head. They're gonna think they're gonna be able to sue Donald Trump. But can you really sue him, even though he slapped the shit out of you? The answer is no, because he owns nothing. But yet, for some reason, Donald Trump is able to control everything. This is simply because the fact that his SSN was turned into a EIN number. Everything was placed from his personal name over to a business, which is considered as a different individual. When we learn how to use these tactics inside of the world is when we truly become an unstoppable force. Now, by the end of this video, you might think that you can't actually turn yourself invisible when it comes to public records and actually getting your name off of these things like the house, the car, the credit card. Well, you're gonna recognize by the end of this video that we're about to get ready to do the impossible. So let's get to it. Okay, how to turn your SSN into an EIN. Everything you're gonna learn inside of this video, by the end, you're gonna know exactly the difference between an SSN versus an EIN. Now, understand this. Your social security number was only meant to track you and tax you across the world for the government. He has no good intentions for you. And I think, honestly, it's bullshit. Which is why I made this video to show you guys exactly how we get around this and how we honestly cheat the system, respectfully. Now, your first task from turning an SSN over to an EIN is we first have to have an EIN number generated. Just like when you were born, a social security number was attached to you literally right after you came out the womb. That SSN was attached to you. Same thing happens when you go over and create an LLC, which is considered as a different individual. I like to tell people this is a newborn baby inside the world, because when you look inside the fine print of this LLC, it tells you that it is an entity, which means an individual, everybody. And I don't know if you know or not, but right now, an individual is speaking through you through the cam. So let's stop playing games and let's get straight to it. You want to go somewhere and make sure you have this LLC filed, and it's going to be able to generate this EIN number. How you get this EIN number completely for free is actually going to www.irs.gov and generating this EIN number. This is going to be your new social. Now the next question is, how do we take this EIN number to where it's able to stand alone just as well as my name and go out and get the car, the house, the credit card, and all these type of different things that I would have normally got inside of my SSN, but now I'm smart enough to get it inside of my EIN. So understanding that we now have a newly made individual, which is our business. We have generated this EIN number when it comes to this LLC. Now your job is taking it just like a regular human. You have personal credit and then you have business credit. The problem is most people don't even know or haven't even heard of a such thing as business credit. I'm here to tell y'all that everybody that uses their SSN inside of the world are doing nothing but being profited off of. On the other side of the scale, where we have EINs and businesses that are created, is where the money is actually being generated. You ever wonder why so many people actually know how to be able to utilize their social security number from birth? As soon as they came out the womb, we know exactly how to use the SSN. But when we go over here and start asking questions about the EIN number, nobody seems to know. And this is a simple reason on why 97% of the world's income is controlled by only 3%. So we have to know, we have to build credit when it comes to this new entity. And another factor, what we consider as history. You want to make sure, so the two components that you want to make sure you have is history and credit. Now, there's a lot of ways around actually history when it comes to a LLC. You can be the person that chooses to go out and actually purchase a aged LLC that already comes with history. That way you can automatically add the business credit onto it. And now you have history and business credit. But these are going to be the main two factors on how we're actually able to go out and get our first approvals when it comes to our business. All right, now that we have our business established and we're building business credit with it, this is where we go crazy and we cash in. We go from the fucking 2001 Toyota to the 2020 AMG Benz. We go from broke down $500 credit limits to $50,000 credit limits. This is where we cash in at. So now what you want to do is you want to take this EIN number, and on every single application that you apply for now, before you actually go out and apply for these things, you want to know you have the things you need to be able to get these approvals. Now that we have this EIN number, you want to now start to go out and everything you would have normally got underneath this SSN, you are now putting your EIN for these things. The phone, the credit card, the house. The only thing that we are now missing when it comes to actually going out and getting these approvals are what are the qualifications that we actually need, which is why I made this video right here dedicated to showing you exactly how to be able to develop your business from scratch and go out and get these approvals for the house, the car, the credit card, anything that you can possibly think of when it comes to your business. Click on this video right here that shows you directly exactly how to do it.